Warning: the following program is a collection of idiots talking about the happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, or the Infinite Plus network. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies, the 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please don't sue us.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man. Down, no, we out.
It's not even this show today. That's right. Hi, it's your friendly neighborhood Red Dog, and this is Red Dog and Friends.
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
Yeah, it's your boy, your nephew, your cousin, the one who does not do this because it's that's not my line. That's not my line at all. And this thing, no. But it is the Air Force Veteran Intel Specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done, and your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. And this is Red Dog and Friends. Don't mind the fact that it says Chaz and Friends up there because it's irrelevant. But we got to get introducing. If you can tell, there's only 2 of us today because it is known as the Old Man Show because, you know, we
are pretty old.
We are old. But if you're wondering who is on with me today, here's my friend. He is the man, the residential super villain, the Dark Lord himself, the man who was there when he saw Zeus, overthrowing everybody at Mount Olympus. So
that was vicious.
He was there when Ra, the sun god in the Egyptian culture, was conceived. He is Damien Fatal.
I was also there for the Big Bang. When God said, "Let there be light," so everybody know, it wasn't as spectacular as you think it was. He just kind of flipped on a switch. They kind of over embellished about the Big Bang Theory. So, it's flipped.
It wasn't that cool. Like what? Okay, so bang, that's it. And then galaxies.
Pretty much.
God
invented the clapper.
He was, yeah. And for those who don't know what the clapper is, there was like this catchy jingle where you could just clap and you could turn on electronics.
Oh shit!
That's how old we are, my guy.
I know, right?
Our audience is like, I don't even know what that is.
Google it. It was before smartphones.
Or you probably had like that one person who's like, yo, my grandma had that in her house. I'm like, fuck.
Before Alexa and Google and all of that shit to turn your shit on and off.
100%. Like, these guys out here are like, oh no, like, I don't know what to do with my Alexa. We just clapped our hands. That's what we did.
Yep, that's how we cut shit on and off.
That's how we did it. Hey, so if you guys get a chance, hit the follow us on all of our social media platforms, subscribe to our YouTube channel, because right now currently we're actually not just on the 3 Count Podcast stream, but we're also on the 3 Count Podcast channel for YouTube, so you guys can check it out. And then also, follow us on Spotify, follow us on Amazon Music, check us out on Apple Podcasts, give us 5-star Frog Splash reviews if you like this episode, and you hit that button from the top of Haley's comment. Also, if you don't know what Haley's comment is, it is a comment that comes around once every 75 years. Also, you can check us out on that stupid app that has a dumb jingle called iHeartRadio or whatever it is. And then, for the rest of you guys who are checking us out on the Infinite Plus network, you guys can check us out there too. And we don't really care about whatever trap artist you were listening to or whatever movie you were checking out, because it's kind of irrelevant to us. Also, buy our merch on foryourwear.com or prowrestlingtees.com. Help us out, support the show. And last but not least, share this with your friends, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your aunties, your sisters, your cousins, your best friends, your enemies, because we love haters too. Do all that stuff. And then check out Now Entering the Ring with our latest guest, who will be coming out on Tuesday at 8 a.m. It will be Alan Compass. And then also, don't forget to go check out the Villains Lounge, because we be doing that show too. That show be live too.
Yep, Wednesday. Now Wednesday. We're gonna keep that schedule. So y'all will be seeing Me and Twitch on Wednesday. This Wednesday. So
There you go. There you go. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about some of the things that we wanted to talk about because, everybody else decides that they're going to talk about what they want to talk about. Psych. Let's jump into temp check, which if you guys don't know what temp check is, it is simple. We just talk about, what our hottest or coldest and our match of the night is. So you can go, Damien. Let me know what your hottest, coldest, and match of the week was.
yeah, it's gonna all be from King and Queen of the Ring. So let's for coldest Jericho. Chris Jericho. Yeah. That's what I'm going with. Might be my dumbass of the week too. Making this pay-per-view longer than it needs to be. God damn it. So he's my coldest. My hottest. Give me King Gunther. And my B will have to be Queen Nia Jax.
God.
That damn. My match of the week. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. Give me the main event. Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship. That match was really fucking good.
Yeah, I would agree. That was a fire match.
Yeah.
That will also be my match of the week. My coldest wrestler of the week, I will agree with you, will be Jericho and the Redwood himself, Big Bill, because they're together. So don't worry, Hook, you on there too. Just
You're right.
sorry, bro.
And now
Go by
Shibata is getting
association.
sucked into this. God damn it.
Yeah, I feel bad for that man.
I do.
Because he's so lit. Like, I love watching him work, but yeah, he definitely got to be on there. My hottest wrestler of the week, though, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it with you too. King Gunther definitely has to be that guy. Like, it's a great win over Randy Orton. And everybody was like, "Oh, but Randy could win it." I was like, "Man, if you followed the moment that Gunther dropped the IC title, you knew what was next."
Right.
So, SummerSlam is right around the corner, and it is going to be insane. So definitely hyped about that. But yeah. So those are our picks. Also, if you guys want to put in the comments down below, we want to hear what you guys thought. Like hottest, coldest wrestler of the week. Also, who's your what's your match of the week? We want to see. We'll be able to talk with you guys. So you guys just type it out. And I know Chaz is watching us from a distance because happy birthday, Bree. That's kind of where it's at.
Happy birthday, Bree.
All right, we're gonna get to this first debate topic. So our first debate topic, and we're not gonna do the cool little ticker, even though I should, but I'm not going to. Does Ricochet belong with REY Mysterio as one of the greatest high flyers of all time? This came off of an interview with Will Ospreay, where Will Ospreay said it himself, and that he was upset that Ricochet is only being used in 3-minute matches with WWE speed, but it kind of is what it is. That they Will felt like he was being underappreciated, that he was only in like less than 5-minute matches, but to what it was, and so Will felt some way and said that it sounded strange, but he thinks that Ricochet is at the top with REY Mysterio. So, Damien, how you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I don't call him Captain Accuracy for nothing. Like anytime he takes to the air, he is accurate, on point. Yeah, dude, I kind of have to give him his flowers on that one. He, like, ever since I saw him before Lucha Underground, and then like Lucha Underground and New Japan, and just all the shit that he's done, like, just he's so smooth with it.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Mr. Ospreay. Like, he's definitely up there, like, right. He's in the talk of the top 3 of best high flyers of all time. Like, hands down top 3. But like again, if it wasn't for Ray at Ricochet. So let's just be, let's keep it honest. But yeah, no, he's definitely one of the greatest high flyers of all time. I don't think anybody does it like him.
No, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree too. I'm gonna agree with Will. And the other thing too is I'm gonna put Will in that same category.
Yeah,
Like Will is on the level of Ricochet and Rey Mysterio, and a lot of people are gonna be like, "What?" But I just remember a couple years ago when Ricochet said, "Hey, I'm gonna give Io Sky her props. She's got a great moonsault, but she can't do what I can do, and I can do what she can do." And people like went after his neck and was like talking about him and his career with WWE and that he can't do this and that and blah 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 blah. And it's like all the things that people are doing now, Ricochet was doing them a couple years ago. Like we're talking like 630s and stuff like that. Like Sammy Guevara is known for doing a 630 off the top rope, but Ricochet was doing that beforehand and cleaner.
way cleaner,
Yeah.
and hitting it.
Yeah, not to mention
Look,
that I don't remember anybody else doing a double backflip uh off a War Games cage, right? Like off a cage. Like that man was just like, whatever, I'm gonna do it, and like just jumped it. And not only did he jump, he missed the pile. Like I don't know if people
right?
realize that he missed.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
he was lucky. Like I think one person may have caught like a leg of his. Like yo, he missed everybody because he had so much distance on this like double backflip. I like Ricochet. I think the difference between Ricochet and Rey Mysterio is that Rey Mysterio's grappling skills I feel like are a little better than what Ricochet's is. Not saying that anything wrong with Ricochet, but I think Ricochet he just hasn't been given the opportunities to shine, and when he does, my man hits it out of the park. Like,
He does every time.
bro,
I feel like he's a good. All right, so he right now, yeah, he's not doing what most fans want him to do.
right,
But that doesn't mean that the man's not happy.
right.
Okay, like yeah, he's on the speed, you know, X thing, Twitter thing, but the fact is he is always featured. Think about it. 90% of the time he's either on Raw doing something, whether it's in ring or backstage. Now you got him on X, like pretty much almost every week when they're doing it. Pretty much, I think. I haven't been really watching or paying attention. But the fact is that even if he is given 3 minutes or less, he's going out there putting on bangers three
Yeah.
minutes or less.
Yeah, there's a whole reason why they create a whole entire category for someone like Ricochet. 'Cause they just
Exactly.
understand, like, yo, he can do everything he wants to do in less than 3 minutes. And
He
I think
can't.
originally, remember, they were gonna do 5-minute matches for speed. Then they
Yeah,
knocked it down to 3 minutes, and he was just knocking them out the park still. Like,
exactly.
he's a whole firework, bro. Like,
He is.
he's everything you want. And the crazy thing is that we're gonna be talking about like El Hijo de Vikingo is gonna be the next person that we're gonna be mentioning in the same category. But like again, Ricochet was doing all these things that he was doing before. Like so, and we're talking about any move that you probably could create in WWE 2K, like Ricochet was doing it. You
Oh
know what I mean?
yeah.
You're talking about like Dragaranas, like off the top rope, and like he's doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And then not only that, but his work rate has like improved dramatically from where I first saw him to now. And there was a reason why Rey Mysterio picked him specifically at Lucha Underground to like work his final program with before he left and went back to the E. So to me, man, I agree with Will Ospreay. And then again, like I said, I would put I would even go as far and like I know people gonna be like, well, you're biased, and yes, I am 100%. But I would go Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, and Will Ospreay, and 2 and 3 are interchangeable. Like
Yeah,
they
they
change
can
his
be
name.
easily interchange, Osprey and Ricochet at any point in time.
Yeah,
Um, they, yeah, Ricochet is just fucking great. Dude, I enjoy watching him every time he steps through Gorilla. Like,
I think we should do like a Mount Rushmore and try to figure out who we would put for our fourth. Because I know for me it would be Ray, Will, and Ricochet. Four is the one that I think is going to be the topic to kind of figure out because there's so many people that you could throw in there. You know what I mean?
it is.
Like Juventud Guerrero, Psychosis. You know,
It's
fucking
so many. It's so many.
you and then some people want to throw in El Hijo, and you could definitely do that. Vikingo can definitely be in that category if you
Yeah,
wanted
he
to.
could.
What was the other one I was thinking? Billy Kidman, Paul London, like all those guys still belong in that category too. So it's crazy that that's not a like that. I don't know. Somewhere between those five may have to be
Pack.
Pack. Here's another one. Like I mean, God,
Phoenix.
yeah,
Like
Phoenix,
there's a lot of
Kalisto.
yeah, there's like a lot. A
There's
lot.
a lot of good opportunity for that fourth spot. So I'm
It
curious to
is.
see like who would we put into spot number 4 though? Because
We
I
might
definitely,
have
like I
this
said,
might have to be a topic coming up soon.
that might have to
We
be
might have to spend a whole episode on this one.
that would definitely be a lot of fun because I definitely feel like a lot of us would have like a great argument about who would sit at number 4. And honestly, now that I see Pac's name in there, like, yeah, that might be the guy.
I might have to pick. Yeah, I was thinking about that too
King Pac.
because yeah, like you think about the evolution of Pat, and then like you saw those changes like happening in WWE, like that real change,
hmm
and I feel like that's when there was nothing wrong with him. Like now he's perfect the way he is. He is perfect as the bastard. Everything that he does from in ring, promo, character work, it's like a beautiful melting pot. So like yeah, he could be fourth easy.
He might be 4th, like
But then
easy.
you
And
got
I know there's gonna be guys out there who are gonna be like, well, what about this person, that person? And that's why we want to have this discussion with y'all too. So
yeah,
if you
you
guys
got
want to put in
like Eddie and
God,
it's
well, like
just
Eddie,
so
well, and see, and I okay, so the
well
reason why I
Eddie.
wouldn't here's my full thing about why I wouldn't include Eddie, right? Um, because Eddie wasn't really known as the guy that's like doing flips off the top rope. He was a
True.
solid base. Let me give 100%. Like Eddie Guerrero, his character work, his base work, his wrestling work. Yeah, sure, he came off the top rope and he did like he did every once in a while. He did his frog splash. That was his finisher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you look at someone like Rey Mysterio is doing flips off the top rope. He's doing, we remember the DDT from Halloween Havoc. You know what I mean? Like that
Right.
came off of a backflip. You're looking at someone like Ricochet. He's hitting the 630s. You're looking at Will Ospreay, who's also doing 630s, and he's doing the backflip with the 2.5 twists. And you're looking at people like El Hijo, who's doing the same kind of thing. So I think that's the reason why I wouldn't want to include him. Look at the Black Arrow, you know what I mean, like from Pac. Those are the reasons why I wouldn't include him in it. But if we were to say like, yo, we got to include Eddie in this group, we would include Ed. That would be my thing. Juventud Guerrero was doing a 450 splash before
That
like
is
like
true.
cool, you know what I mean? Like that's why I was like, and Billy
That is
Kidman
true
was
'cause
doing the shooting star.
Eddie, as he got older, was doing less and less of the acrobatics and became like that's like you said a solid base. And then the bigger he got, he was doing way less than that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give that to you. Only reason why I thought about Eddie is just because beginning of Eddie's career, he was moving a lot faster
Yeah, of
and a
course.
lot
But when you
different.
look at him, look at his work in Japan, like he was still, when he's working with Benoit and all those guys, and he was just a technical guy. Like he was great at what he did. I'm not going to take anything away from Eddie. He will always be in my top 5, like greatest luchadors or greatest wrestlers. But I just don't know if I would include him in that high flyer luchador category. So let me do this. We're gonna hop into our next part. Well, we're gonna read the comments first, and then we'll hop into the next part. And you guys know what the next part is. And if you guys don't know, you're about to learn what it is. But let's get into this. So, sir, what is up?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
The fact that Ray is still doing it at his age is amazing. Prince Puma Ricochet is one of the best, and not at Ray's level yet. I beg to differ. I think
Yeah, I
Rey
think
Mysterio was a base, and I think Ricochet has surpassed what Ray has done outside of like accomplishment wise. No, absolutely not.
yeah,
Talk
definitely not.
about a man who won the Rumble, who he won WrestleMania, his match at WrestleMania. He was a World Heavyweight Championship. No, by all means. But I think in the sense of acrobats and agility, oh yeah, way over, like way over. In fact, I will include Reggie in that group too. I know Sydney got or didn't renew his contract, but I would include him too. Like guys who were just like moving farther.
Yeah.
Evening.
What it do? What it do?
Ray's been doing it one good eye. I know that's crazy. That no one ever
That
touched back on the
is
fact.
crazy.
How the hell did that man's eye grow back? He's
That
crazy. You can't have this conversation and not mention him. Facts.
is.
Ray, Will, Ricochet, and Pac. That's like a great 4 right there.
Yeah. No, that is like that is a great 4.
Jimmy Snuka, he was the innovator of death. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Sorry, Tamina. Ray, Will, Ricochet, and Prince Puma. Yo, I like that. You know who's another person we ain't talk about that? Angelico.
Yeah.
An amazing.
That is another one. Yeah, he is another one that's like really. That's like I said, just so many, and then there's so many that I haven't seen.
Ultimo Dragon. I don't know why I didn't include him in that because he did do flips like
yeah he did. He did.
Jushin Thunder Liger, but Jushin Thunder was more of a technical wrestler. He wasn't a high flyer. He wasn't a high flyer. He was just really cool with that mask. I'm not gonna.
What is the new kid on NXT? He has the skinny black kid. I cannot remember his name.
Oh, Javion Evans.
Yes. Now that's going to be somebody that we're going to have to keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm.
Because that right there, he is so smooth with it. It's scary.
Your boy is bouncy.
Yeah, he is.
Tiger Mask, definitely.
Yeah.
Eddie was really technical compared to the high flyer. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he was more like on the Dean Malenko and like on that kind of level when it came to
Yep.
The Lucha.
And like I said, Psychosis was like a great base for like everybody too, but I don't remember really seeing Psychosis like take off the top ropes and do like some of the stuff that they were
not
doing.
a lot. It was like here and there.
Who's the Justin kid that did the 630 and was tag partners with Kofi? He did the 450, and that would have been Justin Gabriel.
Yes, Justin Gabriel was also another one that was. Is he still wrestling?
I'm sorry, a person I should be including in this category, and I did not. Sir, I will apologize because he can do it technically and he can do a versatility in the air. Mustafa Ali.
Oh yeah, definitely, hands down, he's nasty.
Because I'm thinking about the 450, and I was like, "There's a guy who had an 054." Oh yeah, that was Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, no, definitely. Was it Matt Sydal? He could be in that conversation.
Was great. God, he was great too.
Yeah,
but you know, Ricochet never got thrown into the side of a trailer. No, and a murderer.
Poor Ray.
Poor Ray. Ray has been thrown into a trailer and thrown off of a building.
Yeah.
Team Air Boom. That's right. I love that.
Yeah, that was a good team. I enjoyed them as a tag team.
KO at his size. You know what's crazy about KO? If you did not see Kevin Steen when he was wrestling at PWG, I would definitely been like, hey, you know what? He's not a high flyer. He's definitely like a brawler type. But that man was doing backflips. He was doing 450s. He was doing swantons. Like, Kevin Steen can do it all. And it's just crazy that the E was like, hey, you need to lose weight before you get in here. And he was like, what? No. He's like, I can do all the things that you want to do. You know who else belongs in this category? We ain't even talk about him, and I feel very disrespectful for not including him. Ruckus.
Right?
Right? Ruckus has to be in this list too. So I know that may be my number 4 because I'm biased about it.
Dude, but no, you're right. Like, he's like another one where you look at him and then you see him wrestle and you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, he was.
I saw like a comp video of his recently, and it was just one of those where it was like, I forgot you could do that shit. Yeah. I completely fucking forgot.
Yeah.
Look him up.
Joe, here he goes. So Ruckus. If you don't know, Ruckus, CZW legend, also Indie Hall of Famer legend, and inducted into the Indie Hall of Fame was it 2022?
Yeah.
2021, 2022. Along with Lufisto. Yeah, Ruckus is a legend, bro. They did a whole video game for this man because like of how great he was. You guys don't get a chance, go play Backyard Wrestling and Backyard Wrestling 2 on the
Yeah.
PS2. I think it was PS1 and PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rugged was a whole cheat code.
Yeah, he was.
My man was doing all the flips that anybody could think of, like on the ground and in the air. Like
Big black dude that can move better than anybody I know. And
no,
he's not
no,
like super big either. That's the thing.
yeah,
He's thick. He's thick.
yeah.
But you look at him, it's like, how,
Yeah,
Sway?
he's still popping those. Look, I watched him do. I still at this point in time, I think he's like 5'7", 5'8", and probably closer to like 230, right, 240. And my
Okay.
man's still doing back handsprings, and he can still do a split leg moonsault. Like I've watched him with my own eye. I synced it with my eyes. I synced him do it. It was just crazy. And then he's still hitting like, was it Starship Pain? Like he can do those things.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
it's
bro,
crazy.
I've been asking him questions. I'll be like, yo, how do you do these things? And not only that, but like Ruckus, like this is gonna like we're not trying to dedicate a whole segment, but Ruckus was one of those dudes who just like I said, he was a whole cheat code. Like the guy was doing everything. He could work comedically, he could work technically, he could work high flyers, he could work submission, but he just did it all, man. And like he doesn't get the cred that he deserves because people didn't see him in WWE, but people who paid attention to the indie scene and paid attention to CZW all know who he is and what he was doing.
Great talent. Definitely
Yep.
deserves his flowers, for sure.
So we're gonna put this in there too. Who took more bumps, Ray or Dominic, early in their career? Honestly, I think Ray took the harder bumps. I think Dominic is putting in more bumps now.
Yeah, but yeah, he's probably putting in a lot now. But think about like we don't even know the shit that he was doing when he's in Mexico. So,
Right, that's true. This is when he was the hummingbird.
Yeah, he's like getting tossed around like crazy.
Ruckus wild for no reason. For no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%. Foley not a high flyer, but crazy with the flight. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially that flight off the Hell in a Cell. Shit.
The only reason to do that is because he was trying to entertain the rest of us. That's all it was.
I know, right?
Let me do this real quick. All right, y'all. We're gonna get into the second best segment of all of professional wrestling. I don't care what it is. And if you guys know what the first is, it's the winner of the Royal Rumble. That's what it is. So the second best of all wrestling podcasts, you guys know what it is. Here it is.
All right. So, well, you know what? Jericho just deserves to be on there regardless. He's always a dumbass.
Bam.
There you go. But the referee from Orton and Gunther, you know what? It would have been better if he did not look right. Like he should have. I don't. Oh.
Yep.
And I like that ref too. Like he's a good ref normally. He doesn't drop. I mean, I get it. He was trying to do his job. That was the finish. But you looked right at it, dude. It would have been different if you didn't look right at it and counted it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, the referee from I can't remember his name right now. What is his name? Shit. I can't remember his name right now.
I don't remember the ref, I'll be honest.
I remember what he looks like, and if I see his face again, I could tell you his name. Because I try to learn the refs' names nowadays because, they're getting their shine and flowers too. But yeah, the refs gotta go on there. And Team AEW for the for the anarchy in the arena.
I mean, I know there's anarchy in arena, and I really understand like you are going to put Darby in here, but the man just got hit by a bus after breaking his foot. Like, I think you have a whole plethora of roster like to choose from. And I'm sure someone in there is gonna be like, yeah, I'll do it and take the pinfall instead of just like, yo, let's put Darby in there. You know what I mean? You bring anybody into that thing. And I just don't I don't like it. I mean, I understand Darby is clearly one of your pillars and you're really, really, really relying on him, but bruh, you gotta take this man out and let this man rest. Like, even if his foot is at 100%, like you
Dude, he
gotta give him
almost
some
got
more time,
concussed on his first night back.
bruh. We
Like
just
first night back, he almost got concussed. They were worried about like it seems like Team AEW has been plagued with issues from day one.
right,
They put the team together. The only two, like it just. So yeah, no, that's just dumb.
yeah.
Darby needs to take the time off. I get it that he wants to be there. I
I'm
fully
gonna I'm gonna see your AEW roster, and I'm gonna raise you. I'm gonna pull his name up real quick. Craig Greenberg. That's who I'm gonna pull up. So
oh.
a lot of people are like, "Yo, who is Craig Greenberg?" Okay, Craig Greenberg is the mayor of Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, if you guys don't know who this man is, he is the mayor who is following through with the arrest of Scotty Scheffler. Okay, the number one golfer in the world. Police officer did not know, like, there was an entrance, and Scotty Scheffler went into the entrance. If you guys watch the video, you guys can clearly see it. Um, this cop jumped on the car, banged on the windshield, banged on the side window. Scotty pulled over, or he didn't pull over, he just stopped the car, rolled down his window. The guy took him out and arrested him, and Scotty Scheffler was confused. Why am I mentioning someone of Craig Greenberg? Craig Greenberg, the mayor of Louisville, owns part of OVW. This is why he gets dragged into the dumbass of the week. They're gonna follow through with this, even though clearly the cop claimed that he ruined his $80 pair of pants, and that he got dragged. If you only read the police report about what happened, you would have believed that Scotty Scheffler ignored all the traffic signs, ran in, and this cop jumped on his windshield like it was a high-speed chase, banging on the windshield and then falling off, getting drugged, and ruining a pair of $80 pants. When you watch the video that was released recently, uh, Scotty Scheffler looked like he was talking to another cop. To be fair, I don't know, allegations, right? But it was behind two buses. He looked to have just pulled slightly into it, and then this cop jumped on his, like, didn't even jump on the car, banged the windshield, and then banged the side of the window, which Scotty stopped, and then from there proceeded to get pulled out of the car and got arrested. Clearly in a PGA marked car, by the way. I didn't just want to put that out there, but yeah. So the mayor decided we're gonna follow through with the proceeds and stuff. This is what we're gonna follow all the procedures, and we're gonna prosecute this man to the fullest, for a case that he doesn't have. So to me, yeah, I think that he belongs in your dumbass of the week.
I totally forgot about that story.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was the thing. So we're
yeah,
gonna
I
keep
read that.
golf.
I think I read it like yesterday, and I was like,
Yep.
really?
You're gonna drag us into the business. So this is the first time, and probably not the only time, that we'll ever mention golf on this podcast. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing Tiger is not really golfing anymore. We're talking about his dumbass.
Well, if he was a pro wrestler, then I would definitely agree. But Mayor Greenberg this
He
is the
has
most recognition that you're gonna get outside of the Pat McAfee show about what you're doing.
that is
Because
fact.
we're like, what the hell, bro? Like, you're making us look bad, man. OVW was at the cream of the crop. Why are you still attached to this name? And I'm sorry, Dr. Tom. Or I'm sorry, Al. I'm not bashing you. I love Al Snow. I love what OVW is doing. I love what they
Yes.
do as far as like spreading the brand out, especially out in Utah with Devotion Championship Wrestling. I can get behind it. I just can't get behind Mayor Greenberg at all. So That's where I stand with that.
All right, well, there you go. Those are the dumbasses of the week.
Should
I
definitely
guess
tell
one of
Chaz
us will put a poll up sometime soon.
sometime.
And you can vote who you think.
So we got the ref, we got Jericho, AEW's roster, and then Mike and Craig Greenberg. Sorry.
There you go. So yeah, let us know. You can just comment if you want. And if we put the poll up, we'll put it up. If we forget, oops.
It was what it was. All right, so
Exactly.
let's keep it moving. We're gonna move into debate topic number 2. Okay, so there's a lot of rumors that Becky has not re-signed her contract with WWE, and that allegedly it expires sometime this week. So do we find it to be a mistake that she hasn't signed, or interesting? What are your takes on it?
I think she just wants that vacation.
Yeah.
I feel like she's like, look, I will sign it when I get back. I will sign it though. Just I need to make sure I have a little bit of time off. My husband's like, recovering from surgery, and I want to spend some time with our baby and just spend the time with the family in general. I don't know. I feel like we got to take it with a grain of salt too.
Yeah.
Because, she might have not had signed it last week, or she could have signed it before she went to Saudi. We have no freaking idea exactly when she put pen to paper.
Exactly.
She's definitely gonna resign. We know that. I don't think she wants to go anywhere.
Yeah. It's not like she's going to Impact or she's going to AEW or New Japan. She's a WWE product, and she definitely loves what she's doing with the E.
Exactly. So. And that's where her family is right now. So, again, grain of salt. She'll resign. I thought it was a little bit longer that she had before it was up, though. Not a week. It was a little bit longer. We can blame.
I'm just reading what Chaz wrote for the topics.
I see. Thanks, Chaz, for not giving us like your actual source, ass. But
we should definitely start doing that as a thing. Anytime that we hear say the word sources, we should definitely do the Pat McAfee thing where it's like source and then somebody else can be like says. That way none of us can be held liable. We're like, yo, just you heard it. We had source.
We probably should, just to cover our asses. That's kind of how I try to do with the Villains Lounge. I try not to put anything out there without like concrete information.
I know it's not like anybody asked us to put up a warning before we.
Right.
It was the wildest thing. No, so yeah, I have to agree with you. I think Becky resigns. There's no reason that she's going to resign, right? Or just leave. And I do agree. I think she wants to just spend some time with Rue, like her baby girl, right? It makes sense. Everything makes sense. Like, I want to take some vacation, sit with the hubby, help him heal up. I want to take care of my child. I want to be able to spend time with her. Like 100%. I completely, I see that happening. I don't see her going anywhere. See her coming back and just having fun and just doing the things that she's going to do. And I'm not even like, she's still on the uphill of her career. She's not anywhere near the top yet. Like she's not peaked.
No, nowhere near it. Like
although someone's gonna be like, she peaked years ago. I'm like, shut up.
She just put over Liv Morgan as a credible fucking champion. How the fuck did she peak?
Yeah.
Like,
not only that, but I realized I saw it today on someone else's news page that between her and Becky, they were doing the Britney Spears gimmick.
Oh, were they?
That's what it was. That's why she was in all red, and
that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense now.
That does make sense. You know what? Congratulations to both of those women.
We're like, yo, shout
Good
out.
job. Good job.
I appreciate this. The VMAs switch where she was wearing a tuxedo and she changed it to the all.
Yeah.
We'll call it nude color, tan color, whatever you want.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember that.
And very baby. And then oops, I did it again.
Yes.
Red. So.
Yep. I see. The thing is, I caught Liv's. And now that you say something, now it's like, oh, you're right. That's what right. Becky was doing that one. I do remember that performance.
Yeah, Britney Spears is about to be super excited as she's been mentioned on a random podcast. I'm saying
Hey, look, she's been. I mean, I'm letting her do her thing.
facts.
That's my homegirl. I do enjoy her music. I just kind of let her live her life,
Yep. I don't care what people say about her. I'm just like, leave Britney alone.
right? Let her live her life. Because if she was a normal woman and did all that shit, nobody would have known about it.
No one would have cared.
Not a fucking bit.
Nah. All right, let's jump into these comments real quick. So we do have the ring apron to floor elbow drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he should. He was crazy for doing that shit.
Yeah. Referee of Orton Gunther again.
Yeah. And I understand that one.
Armbar. Orton screwed Orton VKM 100%. Maybe the referee was Dan Engler. Yeah. I wish Nia would retire after. No, I can't. I can't do it.
Dude.
I can't do it. I
Yeah,
can't
dude.
do it after
I gotta give her flowers after last night, dude.
after last night.
Well,
Oh my god.
It's not even just after last night. Like, let's really think about since she has come back after being released.
Yeah.
Think about all the stuff that she did while she was released. Like, so I followed her on Instagram. So I saw her going in there and putting in the ring work to get better. And then she came back, and it's been great because she legitimately hasn't hurt anybody, but they're using the fact that, she's so powerful and so big that she was hurting people. And it's like, now it's not on purpose. And then after that fucking that Annihilator last night.
Bro, that Annihilator. But even before that Annihilator, when she did the apron bump and then she was like, she's like, oh, that hurt.
Yeah. Like, her character work has gotten so much better, and it was pretty decent before she left.
Yeah.
Like, her character work, I feel like, has been good regardless from jump. It was just the little bit of, and the fact that she is so tall and she's a big woman, she really doesn't have to do fucking much.
No.
But the fact that she went in there, bust her ass, and got better, then, like I said, I've enjoyed everything that she has done since she has come back from being released. So I can't agree with you, Mr. Golden. I'm sorry. If you said Tamina, maybe.
Well, okay, so maybe her, as in Becky and Seth, are going on sabbatical. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Twitch had Jericho hate for Logan Paul. I heard.
Oh no, that's still a thing.
That was the ref's name, Dan Engler.
Oh, that was? Okay. Okay.
But compared to her, compare her to the rest of the divas is like comparing John Cena to, and it's Danielson, so that's what he wrote in there. He put the rest of the comment. Compare her to the rest of the divas. I would actually see her like a Big Show though.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't. She's just a bigger girl. She doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to do a lot. She just does enough, and then she's entertaining still. Like she's very. All right, you know what? Even better. Let's do a different one. Mark Henry, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like compare size wise, like that would be
because Nia can move when she wants to.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real. Like, she can move when she wants to. She doesn't have to. That's the thing.
And then she just comes off it. And the thing I like about her too is, aren't they the same person? Yeah.
No, they're not.
But what I'll say is, only comparison in the way's the same. Is Tamina and Nia the same person?
No, they're not.
No.
Trust me.
So let me put Nia. I'm putting Nia over. Nia, what I love about Nia is that Nia doesn't short line her clotheslines. Like, if you ever notice, like some people like lightly tap into it, and she's like all ass into it, just eliminate people. I love her work rate. I think she's doing great jobs. And when she wants to be entertaining, she's entertaining. I mean, I can, aside from that moment where she was like, my hole, right? I think from that was part where she kind of like won me over, because like I started to see more of who Nia wanted to be outside. And even like was it last Friday when she beat Jade, right? And she looked at
Yeah.
Jade's daughter and she was like, "Your mom sucks." Like
That
it's
the
those
promo
things.
afterwards
Yeah,
that she was talking crap to Lara, like just dude, the woman's entertaining. I don't care
yeah.
what you have what
She
anybody
got
says,
me.
dude. She's golden, Mr. Golden.
She she
No pun
yeah.
intended.
She got me. She got me. She got me hook, line, and sinker. I am very much on the Nia Jax train. So I'm like, yo, let's go. Uh, was
Yeah.
Kong an anomaly then? A different type of big wrestler. Kong was an anomaly.
Hmm.
And she still is an anomaly.
Yeah.
I'll still put her over. Yeah, she was very much when they and I was it was so weird when they brought her in and then like just like she was destroying girls and then like obviously shout outs to her, she was pregnant, you know what I mean, and unfortunately she she was a high risk pregnancy and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then just things just didn't really work out with her there, but when she went to TNA, bruh, her and Gail Kim held down the
Oh yeah.
knockouts division. So like, I give all the love I can to Awesome Kong there because I was like, she was.
Oh, not.
Yeah, I know. He said, "No, not no Kong, not Karma." Yeah, I
I I think that if
or
her
you talking was it what was the other Kong?
Aja,
Uh, Aja, yeah, Aja
yeah,
Kong. Yeah, Aja
she
was
was
definitely
also she was
she was a
also
freak
an
athlete
anomaly
too.
too. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of them over there, like Bo Nakata. She was a freaking anomaly.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
the funny part about it is, you see her now. She looks a little younger than she did when she was younger. She looks
Bruh, it was
great.
crazy. But yeah, but I think Aja Kong, Awesome Kong as well. Piper,
Yeah, oh, dude,
Nia,
Piper
like,
is also another one of them that's
an
just.
anomaly,
I
bro.
love her. I love me some Piper Niven. I've
I just think
always.
it's wild. I think it's wild how WWE, because I understand WWE is looking for a set of people, right? They're always looking for that needle in the haystack, and somehow they always find the needle in the haystack.
I noticed that too.
Bruh, it is insane because like you're seeing the women that are coming through, and it's just like it's crazy to think about. And there's more of them all over the scene. Let's be real, like they're
Yeah.
everywhere, right? But it's like WWE is looking for a certain talent. They always can find the ones that are like gonna blossom, right? So I'm just curious to see like who's the one that's gonna replace Nia Jax. Like I don't want Nia to end yet, but I'm just
Yeah,
curious
exactly.
to
But
see,
down the line,
yeah, who's
I
gonna be
would
that next
love to
person.
see who they're going to end up picking up. I mean, with this new program that they're doing, they've been doing for like what I think the past 3-4 years.
Yeah,
The NIL
the
program,
NIL.
dude. I've been doing some research on that, dude. That program's freaking amazing. Just
Yeah,
imagine if they had that shit back in the day.
dog, I'm waiting for them to find like that one basketball player, female, that's like 6'10". Like I don't know if she's out there. I don't know. 6'8", 6'6", 6'8". That's definitely in a realm possibility.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But I definitely can't wait to see. I wish, like, I'm glad she's having all the success in WWE. But imagine someone like Angel Reese being in NXT right now, bruh.
right.
It would be amazing.
It would.
She already has the charisma to be a WWE superstar. So I'm like, bruh, nah, that would be tough. Hold on, we got a couple more. Rumble, Dolph Ziggler. Yep, when she had the spot with Dolph.
Yeah,
Yep.
I did
Uh,
know about this.
there was an Awesome Kong and a USWA, and it was a dude.
I do remember that.
I do recall. But they refused to push Nikki Cross. Well, hold on to that.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, don't
Hold on to
don't
that.
count your chickens before they hatch, sir.
Hold on to that.
Yeah, I think you might be getting a little bit more shine.
And to be fair, all facets of Nikki Cross has been pushed. Let's be fair, right?
Dude, even
She was on
like the superhero version of
the
her,
super. That's
she won a
'cause
title. She's women's champion.
she was the women's champion,
And a
and not
tag
only
champion,
that,
wasn't she?
she was,
So
and then
like, Can't
her
take
her
that
and
from
Alexa
her.
Bliss had the tag titles at one time, and then she
Yeah.
competed for the NXT championship when Shayna Baszler was there, and she was a badass in NXT.
Yeah,
Like
she was.
she did kind of they did kind of like fall off of her, unfortunately. So I'm glad that if rumors are real that what's going on, like she can get repackaged. I can't wait to see what they do with her. But
Oh, I'm
yeah,
so forward to that.
always been a fan of Nikki. Same.
Nah, same.
Even though you can't understand the things she says. When they had like the Becky and Nikki interactions, the shit was hilarious.
Dude, like I told you, the last time we saw her when we saw her at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Dude, she had me rolling. It was like, what, 10, 15 seconds? She had me dying.
Bruh.
The woman's
Brittany
entertainment.
Griner. You know what's funny is I would love to see Brittany Griner in WWE. And her move just be the choke slam. That's it.
That'd
The
be
girl was
interesting.
listen, Brittany Griner was dunking on people in high school and college and
Yeah, she
sometimes in the
was.
pro. Bruh, she would just be Brittany Griner versus Shayna in the Adam's apple on the pole match.
He's
Check
not
it
going to
out.
let this go about
No.
Shayna.
Well, I'm just like I'm not even worried about that. I'm worried about this like on the pole match because that's very much a Vince Russo thing. We're just gonna put
Yeah,
everything on Vince Russo.
yeah, please no.
She's the only diva who hasn't won a title. Wait,
Who?
who? I'm gonna need that information back in a few
Yeah,
days.
no, like, who are you talking about?
And besides, like, they're not divas anymore. They're women wrestlers.
Yeah, they're women.
Not women's title. Yeah, she won the women's title. She won the Raw women's title. If we're still talking about Nikki, yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking
if
about
it was
Nikki.
Nikki.
But
Yeah,
she won the
Nikki
Raw
won
women's title when she
when
was
she was Nikki ASH.
the almost a superhero.
Yeah,
Yeah, she won
it
it.
was a surprise victory too, and she
Yeah,
held it for a couple of months.
and remember they gave it to her because like the character got over quickly, and then they
Yeah, they did.
hot shotted it up to the top.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It wasn't super long.
It wasn't a long reign, but it was definitely there. That character was cheesy, but it was over. Both versions of it too, because remember she was a face, and then she wore the black. She was
Yeah, and went
the
heel.
black superhero gimmick. Because then she was like, "I know I'm not almost." She's like, "I know I'm not a superhero, but I feel like I'm almost a superhero," and that's where like the almost the part came through. Oh, I just heard Angel Reese talk. Her almost as deep as Brittany. Yo, you better be careful. Very careful when you come talking about Angel because hey, she's from Baltimore.
Right. Don't let
Chaz
her
and
find
myself,
you. Please don't let her find
man,
you.
we are Angel Reese fans. Like,
Please don't let her find you, Mr. Golden. Don't.
yeah, and she will stab you allegedly.
Yeah, she might. You were talking about
She's
Nikki.
in Chicago now. Like, she's not playing. She went from Baltimore. She went from Baltimore to Louisiana to be real Baton Rouge, right? To to Chicago. She's lived in 3 of the most dangerous cities in
Right.
the U.S. She was not afraid. Wow, I don't remember that. Yeah, it was a short, but it was kind of a cool title reign. And then when it kind of like started to fizzle out, that's when they took. I forgot who took the title off of her.
I can't
But
remember who took it off of her either, off the top of my head.
I don't remember, but I remember like it was rather quick. But I was definitely happy for her because I remember, did she cash in too, or did she just win it?
I feel like, okay, hold on. I'm trying
I
to.
feel
I feel
like
like
she cashed in
I can't remember if
because that
she.
was like right after like things had opened up from COVID. I'm trying. I really don't remember, but I remember her like getting the victory and holding up the title, and I feel like for some reason, no. So the person who won it during 2020 was Asuka because that's when Becky made the announcement about her being a mom. And I think I want to say the next year she won it. She did win it because remember she climbed over everybody because there's like all the girls were fighting and she crawled over everybody to pull the title down.
Yes. So in 2021, she won Money in the Bank.
Oh,
And
knowledge.
And then she cashed in and won the Raw Women's Championship. So
That's
yeah.
funny. It was against Charlotte too. Yeah, they just put it in.
Yeah, I think it was
Just
against
go put it
Charlotte.
in. I'm a fan of her too, of Angel Reese, but not her voice. That's all right. Cashed in money against Charlotte. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
you're right. She did.
All right, we're gonna move into this. See, this is what happens. We're gonna move into quick takes. Hey, what you got real quick that you want to talk about?
Oh, God. Let's see. Anything? Why
Before we
the
jump into
fuck
our
does
topic.
Double or Nothing have to be like an 8-hour job.
It's 11 matches.
I know, and one on the pre. So you put one of them's on the pre-show. That doesn't help.
No.
God damn it! Like, I feel like if they did half that, the show would still be great.
Yeah.
Like, not everybody has to be on the card because not everybody else is going to be on the card. It makes it special.
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty much
agree.
really it. Because like wrestling's been pretty cool this week.
It has been.
Like even the build to Double or Nothing hasn't been that bad. There's a couple of matches I'm looking forward to actually seeing tonight. About half.
I'll put in there. So if you guys didn't get a chance to, you definitely should go check it out, right? If you guys get a chance, go find IWTV. You can download it on pretty much like every platform. And even if you don't want to download it, you can go on, just type it into the search bar on the internet, just type in IWTV and then go check out what's called Intergender Bonanza. So IGB with Focus Pro Wrestling. It was on last night. I was there live watching the show. It was definitely a lot of fun. The great thing about those shows is that it's usually like males versus females, and then they get to tell like these fun stories. But more importantly, the one that I wish like I had a video of it, Damien, you would have you would have lost your shit. So both friends of the show, right? We've had them on the shows. They're both coming back to Tyree Taylor, who is currently the Focus Pro heavyweight champion, fought Little Mean Kathleen. And there was a spot where Little Mean hits a Vader bomb, right? On Tyree. Like the way they tell the story made sense. She
Right.
hits the Vader bomb, right? As they hit the Vader bomb, Tyree just sits up like the Undertaker, like with Little Mean, picks her up and is like holding her. It looked like a dad picking up a toddler. He just sat up with her and then stood up and carried her around, goes back to the corner. And Damien, when I say this was the biggest fall away slam I have ever seen in my life, where I was sitting at, looking at Little Mean get thrown through the air, like, oh my God, it had to have been, it looked just as devastating as when Nia Jax annihilated Lyra.
Oh.
Like, I'm talking about Arc was like, if I get that clip, you're gonna be like, oh my God, like, and then Little Mean just folded like into the ropes. Like, oh, it was an impressive throw. And I was telling Tyree, I was like, bruh, I was in shock. I could have sworn Little Mean died. Like, it was
like the
so
video
crazy.
that you showed me on our Facebook Messenger group page.
Yeah, I'm
Guy
gonna send it
getting
to you.
tossed into the wall and the chair thrown at him.
Hey, shout outs to Will Knox. Hey, that's who that was. Also, friend of the show.
I was like, yo, like, dude, that was some
Yeah.
stank on both of those. Like, I'm
So
sorry.
I trained with Will Knox, so that's what's funny. I'm like, oh, okay, yep. So when I saw him get that chair thrown in his face, I was like, ouch.
I'm like, yo, what did
But,
you do, homie?
yeah, well, no, he sorry, Will, but if I read the story right, hey man, that receipt was 100% deserved. I don't want to be rude about it. I'm just like, hey man, if what was said was true, hey man,
Dude, it looked like a
had it.
receipt. That's
You
why I
had it
said
good.
what I said. I was like, yo, no.
Yep. Because the guy who threw that chair, Dan Maff, does not play around, and I'm like,
I see that.
ouch, bro. Population, bro. All right, really quick before we jump into this third topic, coldest wrestler, LA Knight. Once again, I disagree.
I disagree too.
I disagree. You guys ever heard of Jenna Brandy? She was a very well-rounded athlete, plays basketball, football, softball, and she'd be a great fit for WWE. No, I have not.
No, I'm gonna have to look her up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, there's a lot of great athletes that are in like NCAA or even just like around like the local high school scenes. Like if you get to check them out, but especially when you're watching college sports, there's like a lot of great athletes, so it's hard to like be able to capture or catch up to everybody. So
Yeah, no, right?
definitely, we'll definitely go check her out. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm interested. Kim K could do the stink face and suffocate her opponents. Yeah, true. But I feel like Nia got her.
Yeah.
Nia definitely got her. What up, Chaz? He says he had it coming. Hey, Chaz, we need the poll. So you got to put the poll up. We have Jericho, the AEW roster, Craig Greenberg, and who do we say the last one was?
The referee
The referee. Yeah.
from Gunther and
Yeah.
the finals of the King of the Ring.
Dave.
Is it Dave or Dan? Dave?
Dan, probably. I don't remember. I can't read. I pretend. I'm just trying to find. I'm looking through the comments really quick because I know it's in there. Dan Egler. So you need to put that up for us.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Ingram. There you go.
There you
All
go.
right. So he fucked around with the wrong, right? There's Dan Egler. So yeah, we need you to put that up. Thanks.
We're busy.
Yeah, we're busy doing something. It's crazy. All right, so our third debate topic for tonight and our final one before we kick off, and then we're gonna roll, and then we're gonna leave here. We'll probably set for a couple seconds, and then we'll come back with the Villains Lounge as we're watching Double or Nothing.
It's been like 30 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna take a little bit of time and decompress, and then we'll jump in there.
So Dan Egler, Jericho, the AEW roster in general, and then Craig Greenberg. So yeah, Craig Greenberg, the mayor of Louisville. That's who it is. That's who we're talking about. And that's again, hey, you're welcome, sir, for being shouted out. He said, "Put Chaz on the poll." This is the Chaz. The show is Chaz and Friends. What the fuck? Hey,
if we want Chaz to continue to live, he probably shouldn't be on here right
today
now.
is the one day where Chaz is getting like the pass. He said, "You are a star."
Really? More like wish upon a star.
All right, so our third debate topic that we're going to talk about today is the 2-night formula the new norm? So what are we talking about, right? Wrestle Kingdom, 2 nights. WrestleMania, 2 nights. In 2026, SummerSlam in Minneapolis, Minnesota will be 2 nights. So how do we feel about this?
Oh, okay. So for me, I like it. It spreads things out. You get more people on the show. I'm not feeling like I'm dying inside. I was happy when they did it with Mania. I like you said, New Japan been doing it for a little bit. Dude, yeah, please look, Tony, go to 2 nights on your big shows, please.
I knew this was where it was going. No,
God.
man, because then what's gonna happen is he's gonna be like, "Yeah, you guys want more matches? 2 nights, 8 matches. That's right. Every match gonna go at least 30 minutes."
Oh, he would do that bullshit, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think the I like the formula. I'm not gonna front. I do like that we're kind of getting this. So now we know that we have the big 2, right? I think the big 4 definitely makes sense. So if we could get 2 nights of Survivor Series, and listen, I know everybody. I know we've said Royal Rumble needs to have 2 nights. We've openly joked about this. I'm gonna disagree. I think
I am too, actually.
One night of the Royal Rumble is good enough for me.
Dude, just give us the 2 Royal Rumble matches, the 2 world title matches, and maybe a grudge match. That's
it. No, because I mean that's when you say it like that. Now I have to agree that I might have to have 2 matches, 2 nights, because it's like, first of all, like we have 2 Royal Rumbles, 4 championships. Like, think about it. Like you have the 2 women's championships and the 2 men's championships.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. So now I have to say, all right.
You might have to say 2 nights.
Now we have to go 2 nights. Now I have to change myself. Because now you think about the United States title, you have the IC title, you know what I mean? Like you're still gonna carry those over. So yeah, now all right. So now the
You
big
might have to
four.
go to 2 nights now.
Yeah, and in war games like or Survivor Series, however you want to spin whatever we're gonna do. I think it has to work that way. Like I just like that you have the big four, and I do agree, man. Double or Nothing, All Out, right? Full
All in.
Gear and Revolution, like they got to be 2 nights. You got same matches, same amount of matches, just 2
Yeah.
nights. Like
Yeah, the
it,
split it in half, dude.
yeah, WWE is they're onto something with wrestling being about 3.5 hours to 4 hours long. Especially with some of these other shows that they have going on
Yeah.
that are like overseas. I 100% see it, but it's they're onto something, and I think the rest of the industry is going to catch up, right? And I feel like we're probably going to get that same thing going on with Slammiversary. We're probably going to see some of these other big name shows with like Impact. They're also going to convert over to a 2-night kind of deal.
It makes sense.
It does, and you get, like you said, like you get you get more people on the roster. They get their paydays, right? They get featured, like all sorts of good stuff going to be happening with them. But the problem that you're going to run into is the thing about WWE that makes them so unique that they're able to run it is that they have their own pay system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're not on pay-per-view. Like, are you really going to be asking fans to spend $45 2 nights,
In a row.
$90 back
Right.
like for the weekend? Or are you going to try to give them a discounted rate and be like, yo, you can watch AEW Double or Nothing 2 nights for $60. You know what I mean? Like that's we've talked about the pros, like the big pros of it, right? But the
Yeah,
con side of it
is the
is
money.
cash to us.
Yeah, it's the money to the fans. Like,
Yeah,
it's different if you're paying for 2 nights for tickets to go
yeah,
physically. That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
completely different story. But like you said, pay-per-view. I don't know if I would want to be dropping $80.
Not in this economy.
Nah. So like, yeah, there gotta be some kind of incentive. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So like that's the con. It's like, is everybody gonna pay for both nights? Like, are you gonna get a dip on one night than the other?
yeah.
Um,
Well, and just think about it too. Like you're gonna have to be mindful about how you spread this out, right? Like
yeah,
let's just use Double or Nothing, right? Like if we were to do it yesterday and today, right? Where are you putting Will Ospreay? You put on night 1 or night 2? Where are you putting Anarchy in the arena? Night 1 or night 2?
you can't put them on the same
You
nights. I
can't put
think
them on the same night because
you
then
gotta
that
split
hurts
that up.
everybody else on the other side. So
Yeah, you gotta split that up. There's no freaking way that would be a feasible thing to put them on both nights. That'd be stupid.
Trent and OC would have to be on night 2, and I only say that because you need a match that's going to kick off that show. And so what are you going to do with night 1? You know what I mean? Roddy going to be a night 1 person? He's your champion. He's an international champion. Like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. Like,
There is a way to
you
do
put
it.
Jericho
but-
in match 2. I heard
Nah,
he
put him
loves.
on
I
the
heard he
pre-show.
loves match 2s.
Yeah, no, put him on the pre-show. On night 1.
Just get it over with, son.
And like, as a matter of fact, just like let him start everything off while people are filing in. So
like not even this the opening to pre-show.
yep, the opening to pre-show. And yeah, of course, you put Swerve on night 2 because I'm looking at the card right now.
Yeah,
you would have Swerve, Anarchy in the arena. Put the women's world title on there, and do the TNT championship. That's night 2, right there. That's your night 2. Night 1, that means that leaves the TBS championship, the international championship. I guess you could flip, like you said, put Orange Cassidy and Trent on the second for the TNT and just have the TNT international, the eliminator.
You're almost saying that your secondary title has to go on night 1.
It doesn't have to.
No, but I mean the international. Let's be real. The international title, the TBS title, the TNT title. Those are all the secondary titles.
Yeah, no, and they can all go on night one.
And we put them all night one. We were like, well, the women's AEW championship, and then the men's is AEW the heavyweight championship. Yeah, those would be night twos. So now you're, and I guess I can see your point, right? Because those are all considered like those are your big bangers. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you want those to feel special. But I would almost want to see I would almost want to see Tony defend on night one as the main event.
you could do that, like switch them out, and put the TBS on there on night two instead,
Yep.
and then put
Especially when
the
you're
women's
debuting.
title as the main event for night one.
Yeah, especially when you're debuting Mercedes.
That's true. That could work. And then all the rest of the matches they can go on as follow. But yeah, like I forgot Thunder Rosa and Deonna Purrazzo are wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. I would consider that to be a night one match.
Yeah, it's definitely a night one match.
An opener of night one match because
Yeah.
I want them to hit with a banger. You know,
No,
what I mean?
okay. Open up night one with that, and then night two open up with the trios.
Trent and OC.
Oh, I was gonna say the trios.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, like open it up with the trios. I think let Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta go on a little later. Like, you know, give them a good spot later on. I feel like that feud is kind of like that long time. Even though I'm not a fan of Cassidy, we all know this. He's one of those where it sometimes he gets me in those moments. And I explained that one other time where it's like when he's not doing his gimmick and he's out there like just going, I enjoy. And I feel like that's what Trent's going to bring out in this possibly, because of all the emotion. So I mean, that definitely could be a night two thing, like hands down.
And then you stop fucking around. You put Shane Taylor on the main event, like in the main card. Like, stop letting him. Like, I know why we're having him lose to some of these upper end dudes because we want him to be on the same page. But then you put him in the pay-per-views and these big moments because you know he's gonna deliver for you.
I'm surprised they haven't yet.
I know, me too.
I like me some Shane Taylor.
Yes, all of STP. I'm all about right now. All right, so we're gonna move on. I already put that one up there. When you are the star, more money. Facts. I'm pure ignorance. I'm letting the other fellows know that.
I'm telling.
This ain't Vegas, bro. Whatever happens in Vegas does not stay in Vegas when you're around me, bro. I'm holding this up here purposely, and I'm keeping a mindset so that way I can just screenshot this and just put it in the group chat later.
Like, look what this fool
said right here. I'm a tag team champion. You better do the rest of the big four. Yep, 100% agree with you. Twice to Jericho. Instead of Rumble, do Money in the Bank 2 nights. You know what's funny is that's like the one show that I would actually agree that I would just do 2 nights with it as well, right?
Yeah, you could.
I think a men's, women's, and then the tag team, like the tag. I want to see a Money in the Bank tag team.
That would be interesting.
Yes.
That would be interesting, actually. I'd like to see how that play out.
Yep. Because we already know that you can cash in the Money in the Bank contract on any champion, which we saw one person do it to the U.S. champion and failed.
Yes, he did. Good old theory.
Austin Theory. But you know what? Hey, shout outs because I didn't agree with why he won. But I do love what they've done with him since. Like,
I love
champion on SmackDown. I'm 100% with it. So,
dude, if they add Carmelo to that little group, I don't know if I can take it.
That's
trio, a lot of douchebaggery.
That trio is just on point. Like, I'm not gonna front. That's a mean ass trio. Yo, and it's so low. Can we? Okay, let me put this. Hold on, I'm gonna put this down real quick. I want Logan Paul, Carmelo, and fucking A-Town Down Under in a faction, and I know these guys are gonna get mad at me when I say this, but I want the group to be called YDB, right? And yes, there's a group. There's a faction in the indie scene, Young, Dumb, and Broke. I love those guys to death. Okay, but just imagine, and it stands for Young Douchebags. And think about how much heat those four are gonna generate, like money wise.
Dude,
Like,
they're going to
God,
so much heat. People are gonna pay
yo,
thousands of dollars just to see them catch a beat down.
yes, and then you have like you run them against like KO and Randy Orton, and then you have them run against like eventually you bring up Trick Williams, right? And you have like, bruh, you do so much with this like ridiculousness, and then you just have them crush everybody around, right? Minus like just like let's be real, the Pride could be like this team that stands out to them. We'll say like, and you throw Trick Williams into the Pride, right? So you have
Right.
the Street Profits, Bobby Lashley, and Trick Williams versus A Town Down Under, Carmelo, and you have them against Logan Paul. Like, just think about like how much money you can generate with these four
Dude,
dudes just
put them
running
in
around.
war games.
Or even better, fuck it, let's call them the Pillars. Let's do that. Hey yo, Hunter, there it is, bro. That's money for you.
Oh, that's so much heat. Oh god, that's so much heat.
Oh my god, I couldn't. I just couldn't imagine. Just imagine.
Oh,
I'm here for it now. I've put this out in the ether. Now I want to see it be a thing. At least one night. Put it in a War Games match. I don't give a shit. I
right.
want to see it. Hall of Famers and veterans for night one with Christian, Copeland, Danielson, etc. Yeah. Night two, the younger groups and champions.
That could
Okay.
work.
I
That
feel
could
you.
work.
I feel you. Night one would be Joe, Christian, Copeland, Casanoli, and maybe Mox and Danielson. I likes. Night two, Garcia, Swerve, Cassidy, Killshot, Hook, and Wayne.
Like give the younger guys the second night to
Yeah.
give them like that main event status.
Just beginning cards. Here you go. The A-holes. I like that. Or they would call themselves like the A team. But oh my god, bro.
The
Like
crowd will be eating that one up.
bruh, I just would love, I would love the nothing more than just love to see something called out. Like I'm telling you, it go with the Pillars because it's just yo, and they can have some dumb catch line, right? Like we're the pillars that hold up this place or whatever. I just don't care. I just it's just money. It's just money. Those four together, just and then you have them on the talk show. You know what I mean? Like,
It's so
yo,
entertaining, dude.
bruh, I would if this got spoken to existence and it happened. I'm telling you right now,
I mean, look at the 6-man tag that happened on SmackDown, A-Town Down Under, and Carmel, and they worked very,
yo,
very well together.
yeah,
Like the chemistry that they had from the talk show to throughout the whole match was amazing.
it's amazing. It was bang.
It was
Right
like,
now though,
I wanted to see this.
yep. And now I want this War Games match. Put it
Right.
out there. I want this War Games match. Let me get. Yeah, you know what? And we even go with this. Let me get the A-holes versus versus I don't get the Pride. You know what? Not even let's just throw random dudes. Let's throw Ricochet in there, right?
Right.
Ricochet, the Street Profits, and Bobby Lashley. Let's go with that.
I'm
Because
okay with that.
That sounds like a great match.
Does
Right.
sound like a really kick-ass freaking NXT takeover.
That would, oh my god, bro, I need this now. I wish they would bring back like old school Survivor Series rules and just let those guys run it. God, man, I would just, and then you could just have, and like full transparency, just have the Pillar or the A-holes run through those guys. Like it would just be,
Right.
that would be crazy. Last one's still not as good as Hook a Ho. I do like that one. The Nation of Irritation. Oh my god, bro, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
It is a good one. If you guys keep thinking of names, let us know. But this is the end of our show because we do have to get ready for Double or Nothing. That's gonna be taking off here in a little bit. So you guys, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. Like I said, if you guys can follow us on all of our social media platforms. You know, we definitely appreciate all the love that you guys give to us and stuff like that. Follow us on, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Spotify, check us out on Amazon Music. Also go check us out on that dumb jingle station, iHeartRadio or whatever it goes like. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. Give us those 5-star frog splash reviews off of the pyramids of Gilead, the ones over in Egypt. Give us those great reviews, and tell your mom, your dad, your brother, your sisters, your uncles, your aunties, your cousins, your best friends, and your enemies, because we love haters too. Do all that stuff. Let us know how you guys like these episodes, and then you guys know what to do. Check us out, and we'll see you guys later.
Yes, we will.
Kawaii.
Cheers.